Hey guys, so I thought I'd just do a first impressions of the new e.l.f. sunscreen, which is a pretty affordable sunscreen, and I believe it's going to be a dupe for Supergoop, one of their sunscreens. They're not their clean screen, but anyway, their glow screen. That's what it is. I think they're coming for them with this one. So I thought I'd do a first impressions. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it today. I cleansed. I put on moisturizer. I put on, which moisturizer did I use? The Isn't Tree Yam Root moisturizer and vitamin C serum under it. I will say I'm very hesitant to even test this one because of one specific ingredient. It's Bismuth Oxychloride, which I believe is an ingredient in the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer, which is actually one of the products that got me interested in skincare to begin with. There's a few things that got me into skincare. Melasma is definitely one of them. This eye issue I ended up having with this eyeshadow primer was the other one, and it really made my eyes red, irritated, allergic reaction to this Bismuth Oxychloride. I believe it's the same ingredient. I mean, obviously, I can't 100% certain know, but I'm pretty darn certain that caused irritation because I think the molecular version of that ingredient is very prickly, and it gets into your skin and irritates it. However, I was able to use the shadow insurance for a month or two before that became an issue. So it's not like I used it that day and instantly realized, boom, that's what it was. But by process of elimination, I hadn't used anything on my eyes ever my entire life. And then boom, I had this eyeshadow primer in, and within a couple of months, my eyes are red, watery, puffy. Yeah, it was not fun. But kind of process of elimination and kind of got me interested in ingredients and everything else. So kind of interesting how you led down the roads you go down or something. I don't know. You travel the path you're meant to travel. Whatever. Anyway, so it's interesting. So this ingredient freaks me out. I know I'll be able to use it today without any issues, but will I be able to use it for a month straight without my skin freaking out? If that's the ingredient that caused the problem, probably not. Although your eye area is much more sensitive. Eyelids, I mean, it's the thinnest skin. So anyway, otherwise, this is a chemical sunscreen. We've got Avobenzone, Homosalate, Octisalate, and Octocrylene in here. So not the most exciting formula. And a lot of old filters that I'm really not crazy about. But it's only SPF 30, however. It's winter, so I'm not super concerned about sweating it off or being out for a long time, because it's like, today it's like 0 degrees Fahrenheit, so I probably won't be out for very long in the sun at all. But you still got to use sunscreen regardless, because if you're in the car traveling, those UVA rays go right through the windshield, so it doesn't matter. So otherwise, the rest of the ingredients, I think it's fragrance free. It has aloe in here, and then the rest of the ingredients are slip, preservative, things like that, nothing else. Panthenol and niacinamide. So those are the exciting ingredients. So here we go. The shade is Sunbeam. I don't know if they have other shades or not, but anyway, here we go. So it's got like a nice creamy texture looking. So, and to be honest, I'm gonna wear a hat anyway because it's colder out, colder than heck. You know, the first thing I don't like about it, I like the texture. The texture is wonderful. I don't like that smell of Avobenzone. And you know, I will say, my nephew and I, he's I think 13, we got into it on Christmas debating sunscreen. And he hates sunscreen because it smells so bad. And I'm like, I'll get you some sunscreens. You don't have to use the ones that smell bad, because there's better technology out there. We just don't have it in the US. So I'll smuggle you some sunscreens, nephew. Don't worry, I'm really good at smuggling. Great aunt, right? Anyway, okay. There we go. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't miss about American sunscreens is the chemical ones, how bad they smell. Sometimes I get why they add fragrance to it, because Avobenzone, I think it's the culprit usually. This stuff smells terrible. Anyway, I like the finish of it. I think it looks nice. It's got a little bit of a glow texture to it, which is nice. I gotta wipe my mouth off hanging because I hate that taste. If I get it on my mouth. Anyway, I was gonna put foundation on, but I think I'm just gonna finish with a little bit of powder. So let me do that. Because I think this evens out the skin tone enough for me for the middle of winter when I'm really not gonna see many people. I mean, unless people at the grocery store are gonna be offended I didn't put my full makeup routine on, which I doubt they care. And you know what, to be honest, most people, they're just worried about themselves. They're too busy worried about themselves to worry about you. So I know all of us get very self-conscious, but it's important to remember that. Like, I'm not busy worrying about what my friend's face looks like. I'm too busy worried about my own. And same, vice versa. I know she's not worried about me. Anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of the Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder over this because it does have quite a shiny finish, which is what they're going for. And I'm okay with it. There we go. I just eliminated an entire step of my routine, which is awesome. So I think it has enough coverage where I don't feel like I need to use anything else. I mean, if I were going somewhere like a big deal, I might put on foundation to kind of even everything else out, but I'm okay with it. Hang on one second. Let me grab one other thing. I think this is going to become the ingredient of the year. I think it's Retinal's year because e.l.f. just came out with a Retinal serum. Let me double check. Make sure it's Retinal. Oh, they're using, yeah, Retinal and HPR. So they just came out with this. I think it's Retinal's year because I'm starting to notice more drops with Retinal. And then Summer Fridays just released one. e.l.f. obviously. And then Peach and Lily. So far in the last week, that's 3 different Retinal serums. I haven't got the Summer Fridays one arrived yet. But I think it could be the year for Retinal. So transition from sunscreen. And if you use Retinal, definitely use sunscreen. Don't mess around with it. Okay, I can test one other thing in this video. The Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions Mascara. I love the brand. I love tubing mascaras. It's supposedly a tubing mascara, but so far the reviews of it I've seen aren't the greatest. So I had to test it out for myself because I love tubing mascaras. Oh, that was the one thing I learned in my year-end empties, is the fact that last year I only changed my mascara 1 time. Not good, especially for bacteria and things like that. You need to be changing your mascara every 2 to 3 months. So I learned that. I didn't even realize I had been not doing that. So anyway, here we go. I guess I'll just give it a whirl. I like the brush. I can instantly tell I like that brush. There we go. It feels and looks after application just like the Thrive one that's double the price. Anyway, I like it so far. I guess I'll test it for the rest of the day along with the e.l.f. and I'll keep you guys posted. So anyway, kind of first impressions. So far, I like it. Don't like that Avobenzone smell. It's dissipating quickly, and I won't really know about that Bismuth Oxychloride, how it affects my skin unless I test this for a good month or 2 straight. And we'll see. I'll keep you posted on that too, because that is it's an ingredient that a lot of people are sensitive to. So it might be worth skipping altogether because it's just not fun to go through that phase where your skin is itchy, irritated, red, peeling, flaking, oozing, especially on your eyelids. So maybe my face will be different. Anyway, okay, I'll keep you posted. Anyway, thanks so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.